Did I buy a fake fragrance? Let's look into this. Fresh out of Wuhan! I mean, fresh out of the mailbox. I bought an eBay fragrance that had very good reviews as far as the seller is concerned. And then I got the box, and it's a newer release, but it was like an open box type thing or pre-owned, whatever the case may be. But when I got the box, something about the font looked a little funny. I haven't smelled the fragrance. I thought we'd experience it all together because the fragrance that I'm talking about is the latest release, Versace Men Eau Fraiche Extreme. I don't know. Let's do some homework. Let's roll my music so we can tap into hopefully a new release fragrance that isn't an absolute fraud. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐶𝗔𝗕𝗂𝗧𝗏𝗧. I'm sitting down to... I got a little bit like a sciatic nerve, you know what I'm saying? Right above the coccyx.
Pause, that's crazy.
And the coccyx is like the lower part. It's not, you know, the dangly part in the front. And I was really hyped about the Versace Men Eau Extreme. And hyped because it's a new release. And it's a flanker of essentially an incredible fresh fragrance that I call Dominicans Gone Wild. Because every Dominican with super tight pants, a big bulge in the front, a shirt that's 2 sizes too small but is made of spandex so it makes you look super buff, and then you got 4.5 buttons completely open so everybody can see your baby oil chest hairs. That's what they would wear. And I'm talking about the OG Eau Fraiche. Now let's be clear, I clown the fragrance, but not because it's a bad scent, because I know the profile of the person who wears this in my circle. But the reality is, this freshie is incredible, especially for the gray market pricing. Fresh, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗀 playboyish kind of scent profile that has really solid performance. Now, does it beat my favorite Versace? The discontinued Versace Men? Absolutely not, never. An incredible tobacco, I mean, so good. They should bring this joint back. But without further ado, Versace Eau Fraiche Extreme. So here's the thing that kind of threw me off. And it was one specific, actually 2 specific things now that I'm looking at it. One is the way the Versace font is, and then the pour homme. The pour homme just sticks out a little weird to me. It looks like they're using 3 different fonts, completely different fonts on this one presentation. Also, I feel like the older ones with this gator-ish kind of print almost had texture to the box, but it's actually on the smoother side. So that kind of caused red flags for me upon the initial. But now I pulled up a Google image of the box online and it looks fairly similar, in particularly the pour homme. But now let's look at the bottle. Versace Men Eau Fraiche Extreme Eau de Parfum. So getting the bottles in hand, I am noticing that it does have a lot of similarities. So one of the main details that I was looking at, not just font comparison, but it was this weird angle that I always thought was a manufacturer defect. You see this slant right here in this corner? I always thought it was like a manufacturer defect. It's like, why is this poking out instead of it just going straight across? So it's part of the bottle design. So the new joint, as you can see, has that slant, that little lip as well. So that gave me peace of mind. Everything else matched up. And finally, I go to a website called Check Fresh, and you can put in the batch code right in the back and it verifies it. And as you can see here, boom, relieved my anxiety. Now with all that being said, how does this shit smell? Let's check out the notes. All right, so according to Fragrantica, the fragrance opens up with orange blossom, lemon, and pink pepper, followed by clary sage, lavender, and bourbon geranium. Then at the base, we got musk, ambroxan, and Virginian cedar. Nothing else to it but to do it. I don't have any expectations for this fragrance other than it's probably just gonna be an easy to wear freshie. There was no air in the line, so that's a good sign. So let's check out the new Eau Fraiche Extreme. Definitely bits of its old DNA. It's very orange blossomy forward. For me, it smells like the color velvet. I don't know how hard it is to explain that, but it smells like the purple velvet candies, those old school shits. Still has the freshness. If you smell the OG version, you'll definitely pick up, on a geranium orange blossom is kind of giving me a little bit of a, Let me just try this shit on skin. Let me let it dry down for a second. On test strip, it's kind of like, but let me see on the skin. Kind of boring. It's not bad. It feels a little, I don't get no extreme. Lavender, the orange blossom really reduced. The geranium is still up there. Definitely pick up the cedar. Mid at best. I'm gonna let it fully dry down. Maybe it'll start blossoming and blooming a little bit more off of my skin. But right now, these two wash this particular fragrance. And I wanted this to be fairly decent, but right now it's kind of just, man, I'm getting a little bit of a petty grain action as well on this fragrance. Not full neroli-ish kind of energy, but a little bit of that white floral petitgrain citric-y. Let's give it a second.
A few moments later.
Alright, the boy's back. Full dry down on the new Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. I get no extreme DNA off this fragrance. It is just okay. You can literally get this kind of scent profile, if not better, at 20 to 30 bucks. I'll go a Burberry touch all day. I'll go back to the regular Versace Eau Fraiche. There's nothing extreme about this fragrance, at least not off of my skin. It could have one of those reactionary things that like other people can smell it, but maybe you don't pick it up and you go nose blind to it. I don't think that's the case in this particular fragrance. However, embroxing could be kind of funny like that sometimes. This is a very meh fragrance, subpar performance off of my skin. Scent profile itself, if we're putting performance to the side, which I always say I'm not a huge like, oh, I need this shit to be a beast mode. No. I just need it to perform fairly fucking decent for the price point. This, like, yeah, I'll probably just end up trading or flipping. Like that. This will never get wear in my collection. Personally, a flop for me.
Holy shit!
Love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Appreciate you staying this long. Sample before you buy. You might wanna save $1 or $2. I'll see y'all snitches next time. No extreme, but what Versace should do is bring back this fucking masterpiece. This right here is crazy. You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Help a brother out. I got bills to pay. Chapter 7, here I come. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you